of the way. The other one was just kind of like, this is what it would look like when it evolves. This is a little deeper because each part of it is part of the story of the evolution, right? Now, the other one, the last one, I thought was the coolest. This one's really interesting. This is almost like a storybook character out of something. This is, I believe this is from a native story, like a child story, a child book story, but it's like a native author. And she's literally turning into this bird, this,
Wow, I like that.
And I like it, like the steps.
Cool.
So you could literally see this as like there's a story here. So I thought that was cool. So that's the idea. Metamorphosis. One thing becomes another thing, and then the steps to get there. So that's something like it's not something we could necessarily do in one night. But
I'm about to say that's not going to take a little more than an hour.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it's just something to think about, and I would just like to see that. But if we don't have to have it like done by Saturday. Like, we're not in school. I'm not your teacher, and no one's getting a grade. But I wanted to give you that and something to think about. And when you're ready to show it, you can show it, because we can just get together next Saturday and draw. But anybody, who's going live next? That's what I want to know. I think that it would be you, Tanya.
Yeah, I'll be going live. I'll probably go live. I'm going live in the morning at 7.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Right.
I go live in the morning at 7.
Which is just 10 a.m. Eastern Standard.
Yeah, and 7 a.m. Pacific time. And,
right.
And I might be outside if it's not too windy. I might paint outside.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I want
to makes me jealous.
Because I want to start paint, because I go hiking and I paint up in the mountains.
Oh, nice.
And it's just a nice little, it just feels so good being on top of these mountains in Vegas. So I like to live stream up there. I tried to test it out the other day, and I do get service up there, so that's a good thing.
That's so cool. Like, one of the things I mentioned is being outside and painting, especially with like 2 apartments ago. I could do that with I could do spray paint. I got these spray paints just sitting here.
Yeah, I remember watching you do those spray paints.
You remember that? Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I was doing some like stuff on wood panels and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
I stay with spray. I got spray paint all over this damn house. My daughter be like, "Mom, it'd be crazy because I be driving right, and I be seeing stuff, and I'll jump out my car and do a paste up, and her friends be like, "Your mom is so dope," but she be like, "Oh my god,
your daughter's eyes are rolling."
Yes, but I'd be like, well, "That's just I have to hit it up. I have to hit it up." So she be like, "Mom."
They were just calling you, man.
Now, do you do slaps? Do you do any kind of slaps at all?
Oh, do I? I do slaps.
I'm just saying, because like maybe people can hit you up on Instagram, and if they want a little flavor, a little taste of something, that is like one of my favorite things. I just like these days, I just throw in a slap for anybody who buys anything from me.
Me too. When somebody orders from me, I always throw slaps. I even throw prints in there sometimes, because I have a lot of prints that I print up for fun. And I just throw stuff, and I throw extra paintings in there sometimes. My collectors really love me, because when they do buy some of my stuff, I do throw a lot of stuff in there.
Nice. Well, that's awesome.
It's like over the years you have so much stuff, but just
hey, this person is gonna like this. It's gonna get a new hobby. We don't want to collect our art. We don't want to be art collectors.
Especially, exactly, and especially if you go to these, when you go to big shows like Comic-Con and ZanaCon, you get so much stuff.
Oh, I bet. Oh, you probably collect a lot of other people's stuff.
Yeah, so sometimes I throw other people's stuff in there, but they get a flavor. It takes long. They got their website on there just because they like their art. So I always tell people, please make sure your stickers have your website up, because they do like your art. They can always go to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love it. So definitely, guys, hit up her Instagram and follow her there. That's a good place to find you, right?
Yeah, Instagram, Miss Create is art. It's my Instagram, and I have my own company. I have a mural company.
Nice. I'm really jealous now.
Yeah, I had it for a couple of years now, so I do a lot of murals, and it's an all-female company. So I kind of, if I can't do the project, I always pass it down to another female artist, muralist, and give her the job or something like that. I always connect people to walls as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? I always have to play it forth.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Woohoo! All right.
And the taps is awesome, girl. I see how you fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Look at I gotta look at Wonder Woman again. I just gotta see.
Yeah, listen to that.
Everyone's like, yeah, bigger. Look at you guys.
Oh, she's coming out sick.
Oh,
wow.
Teach me your ways, wise one.
I love the style.
Yeah.
I love your style.
Thank you.
I've seen you
I didn't even
do
see that
abstract
coming.
stuff. I know. I mean, I've seen your abstract stuff. I've seen your florals. I've seen you do those sea creatures. This is awesome.
Yo, I didn't even see that coming. I thought that was the head part, but you made it inside. Wow, girl.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
That isn't that a great technique that she
yes.
The hair frames the entire body.
Yes.
And it's like almost like the focal point you're drawn in. Oh, I love it.
I love the way that things just kind of, it doesn't have to be perfect, you know?
Exactly.
Ooh. Oh, he needs his other leg. Oh, this is gonna be funny. This is funny. All right. Oops, I'm gonna take a second here. So, I really kind of want one of you guys to just kind of anybody. Oh, actually, just go round robin. This doesn't matter. But like, what would you say to somebody who's just learning how to draw to get them drawing, to get them kind of like encouraged to pick up the pencil? You know, especially specifically like with this kind of like comic style art and stuff. Because everybody, this is one of the most approachable forms of art, I think, for new artists.
Right.
So let's see here.
Excuse me.
I just noticed Lindsay was in here. How did I not notice her?
Lindsay. Oh yeah, there she goes.
She's got a headache and she's so quiet. This is like, that's why I'm not used to that. Hi, Lindsay. Hi. You know what? We'll start with Lindsay. I'm gonna pick on her while I go look up my art.
Hi, beautiful Lindsay.
Hi guys. I'm being quiet tonight. My brain is not. It's very tender, so I'm just sitting over here doing something.
We all can relate to migraines. We can. So no. But yeah, just take that conversation and as you will. I'm gonna go grab some stuff for a second.
What would my advice to new artists would just be to don't be scared to put something on the paper.
Right.
That's the thing that I have like super like start your project anxiety, and I think everybody can relate to that. It's that first pencil stroke. Sometimes I just scribble on my paper just to get that over with, and I know it's kind of silly to say that, but it's like you're afraid of screwing up, so you don't do anything. I would just say jump in. Pencil is erasable, and it's a learning moment. Even if it doesn't turn out the way you want it to be, there's another page on the other side.
Exactly.
Just keep practicing and learn from others. Work with other artists. Constantly be challenging yourself to grow and never feel like you're not going to get better, because the more you do it, it's a repetition to develop a skill. Right. And the more you do it, the slower bit by bit, you will get better.
Yep.
Lindsay, can I jump in on that?
Absolutely, go for it.
The best part about that too, when you're working, like you said, just jump in and do something, is when you make the mistakes, don't throw those ones away. Take those ones and experiment with stuff that you wouldn't want to experiment with on a normal drawing. So if you're trying new coloring techniques or you're trying new inking techniques, do it on the ones you've messed up on. And you might save the drawing that you thought was no good. And B, you're going to be practicing on something that you don't have to sit there and spend time drawing something that you know you may ruin with the new practice. So if it's something you already have put in your brain that this is, no good, that's your practice piece.
Yeah.
Can I add to that?
Yep.
And another thing is get out your head. Just put it on paper.
That's so challenging to do. But it's a good point, but absolutely.
Yeah, if you can get out your head and just enjoy what you're doing and just draw it out before you put the real thing down. Just get out your head and just have fun with it. Once you get out your head, that's the whole thing with us artists. We be so much trying to get everything perfect that we forget to have fun with it. If you just straight have fun with your art, it's gonna come. The perfection's gonna come down the line because you're gonna make it better.
Yeah.
So I always say it's the hardest thing of all. But if you could get out your head, starting out young and starting out fresh from just beginning drawing, you won't have it. Would just flow a lot easier. I know everybody says it's hard to do, but it really isn't. Just have fun with it. That's my opinion. Drop the mic. But I do agree with you, though. Who was that? Lindsay? Was that Lindsay?
Yes,
speaking?
that was. Well, it was me and Jeremy. What's up, CS? How's it going?
Mr. Murphy.
CS says sketchbooks are just your own diary of progress. I seldom draw over past pictures. They tell me what not to do in the future drawings. I think that is a brilliant nugget of knowledge, sir.
Right. And you see how better you get. I got sketchbooks back when I was like in '86. Oh. That's why I keep books like this. All these books, I buy these little notebooks and I draw every day in them. And draw every day in them. That's a fun way too to help you with drawing.
Drawing is great therapy too.
Oh, amen to that.
Yeah.
It's great therapy.
And another thing, Todd Knock, who's a comic book artist, he said, don't worry that you don't draw like me or Jim Lee. Like, we don't need another one of those. You need to be your own style.
Exactly.
And that's what's important. I was like, oh, yeah. Because you're always like, but it doesn't look right. But, it's not going to because you're not those artists.
I think it's important to learn those styles and how they do it, because you kind of get a little bit of a glimpse inside their brain on their process.
Oh, I love looking at brains. I feel like a zombie when I say that, but I know exactly what you're saying. And
then from there, if you're inspired by those art styles, you can then start kind of morphing into your own signature style by the influences of other artists.
Right. Like, when I was younger, I would copy, what I saw on comics. And then, you just morph it.
Okay. You guys inspired me. Are we? I don't mean to interrupt in the conversation, but I'm like, I've got to go do some show and tell. It's one thing I don't tend to do. I'm so busy, like, wanting to see what you guys are doing. What you have? Oh my gosh! But I do have a show and tell. But I'm going to start with Jeremy and take a look at what he's got, because he looks like he's at a point where he's showing some stuff.
Well, Cajun brought up Todd, and I wanted to show a sketch that I got from him at a convention.
Oh yeah, Todd Knock?
Yes.
Oh, I love him. He's so awesome.
So, I had to, because this is the only cosplay that I've ever done, is a Tim Drake Robin.
Nice.
I love that Robin.
I had to have him draw.
Nice.
That is nice.
Oh, that's dope.
I love his style.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites.
And he's so old, and
I had to go grab
how
it.
he does it too. That's what I love. That he's really about. He's definitely. You know what? He's an advocate for female comic artists. He really is.
I love it.
He's awesome.
All right, Ruby.
Ooh, worry about intimidating others. Those people are
markers.
Imitating.
Yes. Yeah. Don't worry about imitating others. Those people are already taken. Hey, C.S. Murphy. That's a red rendering. Woohoo! Look who's here. You guys are following him. I'm sure you all are. But C.S. Murphy, awesome guy. He's had a busy week this week. I'm just crossing my fingers. You guys, I'm just sending good mojo his way because he might have some great stuff on his plate soon enough. So I'm gonna do this. I feel weird. Like, I'm so used to like looking at you guys and stuff that I do forget to show some of my stuff. Yeah. And I'm, Tanya, you hit it on the head. I think part of this is because you're here. It's like, let me show you my stuff too, Tanya. No, it's because I'm like you in a lot of ways. I try a little bit of everything. I throw it. I don't really like. I don't know if I really learned art the traditional way or not, even though I went to classes and such. But that was well after I was already ingrained with how I do things. And a lot of that was just because of my upbringing and all of the different experiences I've had. But yeah, these are traditional native florals that turn into these are a lot of what I've always considered. Is
that watercolor or charcoal?
These are watercolors. I'm learning and teaching myself watercolors and gouache. And I like to sketch out and paint out before I put it up on a wall. So this is what I tend to do. I'm trying my hand at doing beadwork style. I want to do more of it. There's this Canadian artist. Her name is Christy Belcourt. She does massive panels of black and they look like giant pieces of beadwork, but it's all pointillisms. Fucking amazing balls. I'll just do a little card, and then I'll like inspire me. I've done this on wood panels mostly. I have wood burned, and then went over and painted. So that's kind of what I do. This is more like this. Oh, this is an art challenge I did. You know how we did drawing with the left hand? This was finger painting with my left hand. So.
Oh, wow.
I was challenged to do a finger paint with my non-dominant hand, and so I thought it turned out pretty good, actually.
That
pretty
came out good.
So I've actually used this image before on stuff. Definitely Inktober is another art challenge. This was one of my favorite images I did.
I like that.
When I was first starting.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick up on this now, where I'm doing a lot of skeletons really and bones with people, which is a little weird. This was something from my Periscope early days where I started doing Perry portraits. This guy, once I was done with it, he said, just go ahead and keep it. He just, I was doing I think I did 54 portraits in a row when I first started. Wow. And so what I would do is I'd have them live. And he got to choose the colors and the other stuff. But I was trying to do what I do on walls on paper for the first time. So this is my attempt at that. And then I did a self-portrait. This one is my kind of political, if you will, response to No Dapple and just other things that were going on in 2016. But yeah, it's, like with the flag over the mouth and all that, and just how I feel. And these are some of the things I used to actually tag back in the day. Indian. These are really common. Now, when I talk about native graffiti, like any IVE, a lot of us native people do that. You've seen that everywhere because we all do it. We all do it.
Indian. That's a native culture, like.
Yeah. And then this is Indian land with the anarchy symbol. I mean, So this one's called Shut the Fuck Up, obviously.
Nice.
Yeah, so, and then these are some of the things that would go. This is one of the things
that slaps.
Yeah, these guys are some of the things that would go. Now that these are like preliminary sketch cards that I do for myself. Like I said, eventually they'll become murals. But these are some of the gifts that I gift people. Nice. Sometimes. I did a whole series of these, and I think these are the only two that are left, but this is from Water is Life. This is it's just native kind of
I love those colors.
Designs along with some embroidery stuff. Yeah. So this was this is actually one of my first times working with those kind of markers. What do you call them?
The paint markers?
Yes.
The pasta, like you were saying.
Yeah. Those ones. So yeah, one of my many ways of signing stuff. But this is more of when I like to sketch and what I like to do. It's like portraits of people. Fan art kinds of things. I love drawing David Bowie. He's one of my faves, and he's another one of my faves. Little Billy Joe.
Nice.
Oh yeah, this is a design I kind of want to work on and do something. But I've been doing like these black and white, leaving it black and white. I want to kind of have this coloring book thing.
Is that watercolor? Is that watercolor right there?
This one here is something I was trying out for the first time when I did this one. NuPastels. They're like crayons that you can make water soluble.
Cool.
And it's drawn over my graphite. So I was just experimenting. And I did a series of animals like this. I did this native girl here in traditional dance, kind of thing. More florals. Love my florals. Just trying I kind of like concept stuff. This was Red Wolf Moon, and so Wolf Clan. Again, with the whole sketching people when they're kind of hanging around. This one was a real quick one. I don't know how well I rendered her, but she's a quick one. Same here. This one, again, just really quick renders. I think this one was under 5 minutes. This one is like a simple. Again, I think this was a gal at a powwow, and I kind of really just liked the expression on her face. I don't know if I really nailed her, but I really liked drawing her. And then people challenge me, like I said, they do certain things. They're like, draw an elf here. I'm like, okay.
A random elf here.
What's another one? Oh, mermaid. This is mermaid. This is the only, I think I showed this the other day, like the only mermaid I've ever done.
Oh, let me see.
This is watercolor. This is one of my first watercolors too.
That's pretty.
So, yep, she's sleeping. But I think the transition I made, this was way back when I was still just doing the preliminary sketches for commission art and stuff for like walls and panels and things. And I did a series of jazz singers. So I think this is why my style is very outliney. So I just kind of, we got Ella there. We got, so. But yes, I can draw superheroes. Honestly, I can.
You can.
I can.
And you will.
But you see, it's more like that style with the outlining kind of thing, with a little bit of my shading. Somebody is looping. Is it me?
Mm-mm. I don't think so. I don't know.
I'm hearing somebody with.
I do hear that slight echo. It's
just a little bit of an echo. So yeah, that's my show. Oh yeah, I forgot about this piece. Yeah, a couple of native elders. This is actually there's a story behind this. This is a native female. Her hair is short because she was going through cancer treatments, and in our culture, short hair can sometimes be very shaming. It usually means death or someone's dying, because a lot of times in ceremonies we cut our hair.
Oh.
And also, long hair is really a sign of life and youthfulness, and it's really prized in both male and female. He cut his hair that he had his whole life really long so that she wouldn't feel so bad. And this is a rare picture of the two of them laughing prior to her passing away. So I really adore this picture. It makes me want to cry. Oh, and I was challenged to do anime. This is like my one and only anime.
Anime.
Nice.
So
That's
one of
cool.
the random series. But then this is what I've been doing lately on Haps here. Been drawing people.
Oh, lovely.
How long it took you to do that?
This one?
How many, when you do that live drawing people, how long it takes you?
Probably about 2 hours, but then I spent some time, like Christina, I mean, there's so much to the hair, and I was doing hair, not her actual hair, because she was wearing a wig, but the idea of the hair. It took me longer to do the hair, but getting the proportions down, it takes me about 2 hours maybe. And I start shading in already. So, but this is of course just their face. It's not their full body or anything. But that's my show and tell. I'm done now.
Love it.
All right,
Love it.
Lindsay, how are you feeling? Whoops. What?
I'm,
Who is
I'm-
echoing?
I'm good.
You're good. What you drawing? Can we make you big?
You can make me big. Do I need to make me big?
You can make you big too. Actually, I
Oh.
think I made you do
Try to
it.
cut
There we
him
go.
out.
There you are. You're so
There
far
I
up.
am.
Thank you.
There's my guy
Nice.
Oh, I love
Dynamic
it.
pose.
so far.
Woo!
Love it.
All right.
You guys got a head start on me though.
Yeah, but I'm still behind you, so there we go.
Oh, okay. Well, since Michelle's behind, I mean everything else is fine. Carry on.
I'm like, hurry up behind.
That's great.
Oh my God, C.S. Murphy! Oh, you guys, I want to cry because I just like.
You just saw
I love-
the comment there.
I just saw the comment.
Oh,
He
okay.
still
I
has
was
my
like,
snap.
what happened? I was looking around. I was like, oh, that's what she's looking at.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm like freaking out. Yeah. He loves hearing the scribbling in the background. Oh,
All right, so Michelle,
Eric,
I'm done.
Dude, I thought so. Let's do this. I mean, look at how beautiful this is, you guys. And that's my favorite, like, shade of teal right there.
Oh, that is
Oh, that
beautiful.
came out dope as fuck.
How do you get that so shiny? I was watching him blend. I think he needs to do lessons on blending with markers. Like,
That is
Wow.
Your
beautiful.
blend is super. I love your blend.
Thanks.
Years
Michelle,
of
can I
making.
send
What
this to
markers
you?
are you using for your blend?
Yes, you may.
Yay.
Okay.
What markers are you using for your blend?
Give me your address.
Riley, I just know what that means to me, but I don't know what it means to you to be here, but I'm just happy you're here. I just know that my heart is just like so big for you right now.
We're all
So-
happy you're here. Yeah.
Yeah. And so congratulations for going live.
I
Are you
actually had
thinking you're
free
gonna
time.
try and be more like, I don't want to like pressure you, like I don't want to
will.
pressure anybody.
I will pressure you. Don't let
I
me
will
lie.
pressure you.
No,
But you're different, Lindsay.
yeah, I've been taking like once a week.
Okay. No, I just want to know. The only reason is so that we can be there for you. We can like try and catch you. If we can't catch you live, we will catch you on the replay.
And he's always welcome on my show if he does want to jump in other than one time a week.
Nice. There you go.
Nice.
Go.
All right.
Open
Cool,
invitation.
cool.
You're always welcome here on Saturday nights. Sorry it's so late.
No,
I'm
it's fine.
surprised we haven't heard a cat meowing the whole time. Did she finally get that?
He's actually asleep behind me, so
Aw.
he gave up.
Good. He gave up. Yeah. I mean,
Can I-
literally, you literally sound like he was going, no.
Yeah, that's what he says now.
I'm sorry, Todd. You were going to say something? I'm sorry.
Riley, what are you blending your colors? What markers are you using?
Copics.
Oh shit! No wonder.
And we all go,
Yellow.
Listen, I've been collecting them since 2009.
Wow,
So
Yeah, it's Art Supplies is a commitment, yo.
Yeah.
I'm
it
telling
is.
you.
It really is. If you can see the marker,
Lindsay
and I have a
knows.
couple of Copeland, but those are. I love the way you blend that in, girl.
thank
yeah,
you.
amazing, Cajun. Great light sources, says Eric. And then the Spidey looks really awesome. We got a comment
that
for you
Spidey
there.
looks
If you didn't
awesome.
hear, but I'm gonna make you big for a second. Where are you? Oh, I gotta scroll. There's so many people in here. Oh my god. Spider-Man, there you are. I just want to click the right button. I'm not exactly great at clicking the right button, as y'all.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Luke says that looks great.
I love that.
And
That's
yeah,
great.
I'm glad
That's
you still
awesome.
have my slap. I'm just really that makes me feel, I still have of course posters and bookmarks from my exchange with Mr. C.S. Murphy. Amazing artist. I know he can't always be up here with us, but I'm so glad you're here with us in the comments. You
He's
too,
with us
Eric.
in spirit.
And yeah, he's probably one of the hardest working artists that live stream. So if you haven't caught his stuff, what have you been waiting for? So
He's my favorite artist here on Haps. Yeah.
yeah, he's probably one of my favorite artists in real life as well.
When I go up, when
I think of him like a brother. I really do. I'm
So
sorry.
when I go up, I want to be like him.
Aw.
I'm never gonna grow up, so I'll never be like him.
When I go up in half, I want to be just like you, dude. I got
Yes,
you.
we all look up to you, and you know what? He's so humble as well as hardworking. So yeah, he's like having a brother. He really is like an art brother. Love it.
Nice. Well, I can ask you a quick question. Are you on Haps? Do you live stream on Haps too?
Who?
Yes.
Riley.
Ooh.
Oh, I just started.
She just
He had
started
his first
tonight.
show today.
Tonight was his first time was tonight.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
He's an old Periscope buddy, and then of course he's on Instagram. So I don't know.
How do I follow y'all? How do I go make sure I'm following all y'all? How do I do it? I'm new guys. I'm sorry I'm asking these crazy questions.
Oh, what you can do is after the broadcast, just you know, all the people
right.
that
I can
are.
go back in. I can go back in. That's right. Okay, I'll be forgetting y'all.
Inside the studio, if you click the gear on our little thumbnail rectangle thing that's highlighted in blue, it
I
will
forgot about
give
that.
you an opportunity to subscribe to whoever.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know that. I did not know that you could do that while we were in the studio.
Yeah.
Lindsay's
Oh,
tips and tricks.
You learn something new every day.
Woohoo! Always something new.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Well, I'm really interested in the thing you're doing on, I believe it's Wednesday, where you're checking out supplies and stuff. Now, one thing I've seen you do is that you're on Clubhouse. I know that, but you were like, she was bringing in her Clubhouse people while she was live streaming. I'm like, how do you do that?
Sometimes I live stream from Clubhouse and paint live on Haps.
Nice.
So it's kind of, at first it was kind of weird, and now I got it kind of fast, but it's fun. I just love that. I just love the freestyling of just getting on the stage and just drawing anything. Anything my mind comes up to, it's fun.
Nice. Hey, Darby, it's good to see you in here. Good to see you. Yeah, it's the little gear. Then you're when you're actually in the studio version. I'm not liking my guy too much, but you know.
Listen, sometimes they go through an ugly phase, and then you get past it. Okay.
There you go.
You can tell my lines are really like hairy. It's like, oh.
Listen, when I started this, I was like, oh, I don't know, but I kept with it, and I'm happy with it. So
awesome.
My mind's is lopsided right now, but he alright.
I love it. So great.
I want to see this again. I'm gonna
so great.
Does he got a cape? What is that?
Yeah, he got a cape. You got to be the happy trees. Yes, the happy trees.
My God.
Gotta have a cape on him. You gotta have a cape on him. You gotta have a cape.
I wish C.S. Murphy was up here. He could do a voice for him.
Happy trees right here.
Ooh, or Joe. Joe would do a good voice.
Colin and C.S. Murphy have the sexiest voices here on Haps.
Oh Lord, yes.
Nice.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Uh-oh, you guys are making him blush.
You gotta say them happy trees, you know.
I can't see a thing, but I love to sing. Let's go. I love the mashup. Oh my gosh. What would be a good that would be a good exercise sometime too. A mashup.
Oh, I'll do crazy mashup. Let me say the real one I have. I have them on don't laugh at this, guys, but
yeah, we said that and it's like we look at it, we're gonna start laughing.
I'm gonna say the one I did. It's somewhere around here. I just had it. I don't know where.
Riley, did you want to drop out? I'm sorry. I don't want to keep you here. Do you know how to leave?
No, I know how to leave. I want to see everybody finish.
Oh, you're so
I'm
sweet.
so interested.
I'm so glad. I didn't want to keep you longer than you have to.
Great. Everything was great.
Now.
So.
There's a commitment.
Well,
I love it. Well, she's getting that. I'm gonna pick on Des just because I feel like it's so cute.
Go, Des.
Look how cute this is. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool. I love that.
Isn't it just lovely?
Thanks, beautiful, Des.
Love it.
And you know what? Even I know it's fuzzy, but like I seriously love the way you color.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm fuzzy again. Jeez.
Don't worry about it. No, don't click on it just yet. Oh, there we go. Because there we go. Well, the reason why when I had you big as number one and you clicked yourself off and left, it kind of like wouldn't let me do things, and it was like your picture was frozen.
Are you
there for a
breaking the
second.
internet again?
I broke it. No, it just like, you know how like when you're in the broadcast studio and you delete something, but it's still like on the screen.
Oh yeah, it gets all like
That's
you have
what
to like
happened.
reset the graphics sort of deal.
Yeah, like don't touch
I
anything.
got you.
So I'm like, bad enough at just figuring out how to do all this. Oh wow, you guys are awesome. Well, okay.
Awesome
do
is
have a
not
story
the
for
word
this
inside
guy.
my head right now.
I do have a story for this guy. He's obviously from another planet. He's from another planet. So, but he in our Earth's gravity, he developed this sort of electromagnetic kind of powers where he could gather all of the things around him and like turn it into energy from gravity into this sort of like energy. So that's what he's got going on.
Nice.
That's really cool.
I don't know why his hand looks like something from Dr. Seuss. The little sock hands.
I'm loving the
It really
Spider-Man.
does. That's great. I love it.
And I was like, duck feet. But oh well. But yeah. The man who fell to earth and decided he was going to start throwing gravity electrical balls.
I love that, Jeremy.
Thank you.
I love it.
Ooh.
Here's my
Look
illustration.
at that. Okay, Jeremy, where are you? There you are.
Very cool.
Do.
It's so great.
Oh, I
That's
love it.
awesome.
Love it.
Love it.
Woohoo.
That
She's
looks
The
very-
marker was dying out over here, so I wasn't sure I was going to get it filled in.
We call
You
that
got it.
gradient. It's a gradient. Shh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She meant to
Is
do
that,
that.
is that a belt that she has on, Jeremy?
Yeah, these are belts across here, and then it's a black bodysuit with a bikini bottom.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, and the crop
Gorgeous.
top. I like that green against the black. It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
But I'm
One
gonna
of my
pick
favorite
on,
outfits.
I'm gonna pick on Gerald now. Gerald, I keep saying Gerald because that's what it says. I know your name is Anthony. I do. Look at oh, look
Oh,
at
I
that yellow
love it.
highlight.
Oh, it's
So
beautiful.
I
Can we
love
see
it.
the bottom part where he's sitting? I mean,
Can you move them up? Yeah, move them up.
yeah.
No, he's sitting in water. There is no legs.
Well, we just had to see what his hands were up to. No, he's like
That
sitting
is
on the
so
ledge.
freaking cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
Hey, Gerald and Gerald. I did it again. Anthony, Tanya, do you guys know each other? Probably not on Haps yet. You guys should not only follow each other, but yeah, I would kind of like you to show some of your art again. I'm always picking on you, Anthony, to show you some of your original art. But I think it's really important for us to support independent comic artists who come up with their own original comic guys. You can show that Mario piece again, which will blow her out of the water, seriously. And anyone else who sees it.
Oh,
that's cool.
It's
No.
so freaking.
Oh, it's amazing.
Anthony is a drawing machine. He's very quiet, just gets right to work. I can tell he draws every day. Like you said, you go live on Haps Thursday through Sunday. Woohoo! Okay. And
What
but do you
time?
want to talk a little bit about your original comic series for anybody who might be interested in seeing what you got? I don't know how to. Do you have like something for sale that has to do with your comic? There we go. Check this out.
Right. Right now, I go on at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
So, and as far as I do have stuff up on my Etsy, including the first comic book I drew.
Nice.
And also some of the.
Oh, you have an Etsy shop.
Yes.
Okay, so that's something that I, for some reason, didn't register. I gotta check that out then. All right. Well, look at all that detail he's got in there.
Wow.
Do you have like a story or a storyline or a character you want to talk about? Oh, I like that piece that you just posted on Instagram. Yeah, follow his stuff on Instagram. I love that Godzilla guy.
That's great.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah. So
You're really talented, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's definitely. So what I like about joining his broadcast is he's got a specific thing. Like, hey guys, we're gonna do lips today, and then it's like, okay, I got to work on my doing lips. So
oh, I need to definitely come on your show because I need help with my hands.
So if you don't mind us joining, I know he's invited me. You don't mind any of us crew kind of bugging you and say, hey, can I draw with you? I don't want to assume, but you know, I have this feeling he likes it when we draw along with him. So yeah, so there you go. All right.
Amazing.
Ooh. I want to see how Wonder Woman's coming along. I know that she had to step out for a second. She's got a phone call or something. Oops.
Yeah, the greatest Happy Trees came out.
Yeah, but I want to see how Wonder Woman's coming along. I felt like I should have had a plan. Maybe next time that's what I'll do. I'll have a plan. Well, I mean, I think it's hard for me to draw from scratch when I'm trying to do all this other stuff. I should know better.
Everyone's looks beautiful.
There we go. There we go. I clicked on it right. Oh my God, she's
I love that. It's so good.
Yeah. Is there a specific kind of watercolor that you like to use? Because kids are really nice.
The color, the kind I've got now is called it's the Chocola. But the one that I really like is, let me see if I've got it here. It's the it's called Grumbacher.
Oh, Grumbacher. Yeah, I think it's German or something.
Oh yeah, Grumbacher. That's
they make really good acrylics too.
Yeah, they good. They good paint. I use them a lot.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah. So really anything I can get my hands on. But
it is.
Yeah. Let me show you a couple. Can I show you a show and tell?
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it because I'm like sitting here, kind of. Oh yeah, I've been talking about all this, but I love it.
That's really cool.
If anybody wants to do a show and tell at any time, just go ahead and ask. I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite things about doing this is inspiring each other with seeing what
was part of Sea Creature Week. And
is Sea Creature Week like a thing? Like like an art thing? What is that? Because I know, I didn't know anything about it, but I love.
I just made it up.
No wonder.
You said no, I just made it up. I love it.
It is week.
Yeah, sea creatures don't even exist.
Right, that's true.
You just made it up.
See the little sea creatures there and all that. So,
that's so cool.
That was sort of Sea Creature Week, and then this is the that
love that piece. I just love how it's on that black paper because I've got a black pad. Like I said, in there, it's just so cool.
That was really fun. The next time, I think I'm going to use like neon paint, and that would be really cool for that.
Nice.
But if you could do that and like put it in the dark room, I think that would be really cool. I really like this one, which is my little watercolor.
Oh, it's pretty.
Oh, I love that.
Wow.
I love
that one. Turned out pretty good.
When you said neon paint, you mean like glow in the dark like stuff? I know artists that do that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I was really happy with this one.
Oh yeah. Help me, I'm being eaten by a squid. No, that's your hair.
That was Sea Creature Week. That was I liked I blended some metallic with blue, and it made her skin kind of shiny.
You can't see the shiny, but I'm sure it's there. Oh wait! When you do it, when you like against the light, you kind of move it a little. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the metallic. Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna probably frame this one. I think she turned out pretty well.
Nice.
So yeah, let me see.
Love all this talent. cool. Blue.
And I'm not really used to doing much anything like this, but it was,
Now that looks like something I would do.
yeah.
I like that kind of stuff.
It was kind of easy and mindless.
Yeah, and maybe that's why I like it so much. I don't have to think.
Yeah, in acrylic. It was all acrylic like this one.
Ooh. Oh, I remember when you did this piece. I really like this too.
Yeah.
No, that kind of reminds me of that whole like 5-minute, 1-minute challenge that I was trying to get to. It doesn't necessarily have extra more, but you do a quick gesture, and so the lines are just like the suggestion of hair or whatever, the suggestion of that shoulder. I love that.
I love it when you shoulder how it's flowing. That flow is nice.
Yeah. And then I kind of started messing with some alcohol ink.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
And I still really need to kind of work with that. I haven't really done anything that is other than just a kind of a messy thing like this.
I like to make patterns out of that. That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it? It's really cool. And I use this, it's like a blower.
Oh, yeah.
And you just kind of move it around. You put some of the alcohol clear blender on it. And then you can move the paint around like in the direction you want it to go.
Oh, nice. I love it. And then you were asking us like, hey, what color should I do next?
Yeah.
We were all a part of that like little experiment. And,
that was totally fun. And then this one was the last one I did, I think was with you, Michelle.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, she was fun. So yeah,
I remember that one. Yeah.
I really like that area.
Yeah. She was, anything free that I can. And this one I just kind of did. This was a painting after our grandma passed away.
Aww.
And it was just kind of one of those sentimental type little watercolors that I did. So,
I love the color, so it's really pretty. It's affectionate.
So I kind of been messing with a lot of things, just trying to get interested in some different things. And I like listening to you guys talk about different paints. Riley, you were talking about what you were using there, and I wanted to ask you what the difference is. Is that a paint you're using?
They're markers.
They're markers, okay.
If you can
I can
show
see
her.
that now.
Yeah. Let's just get you out of there. Oops, how did I do that?
Get out of the way.
And these markers she's using, I love these markers. They are
and
really
then the shiny marker.
Sorry.
That's cool. And
why is it? There we go. That took forever. I clicked on that like 5 minutes ago.
What are the name of those, Riley?
You see that?
So the Copic markers, depending on where you buy them, they're expensive. They're like $7-8 a marker.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can go to otakufuel.com and they're cheaper. So
now, Lindsay was talking about these ofurus. I know she's not right here right now, but these ofurus are kind of like a great starter kit for someone like me because they're pretty decent for alcohol markers, but they're alcohol based.
I've seen reviews and
they're affordable. And you can get them on Amazon. So I've thought of like, you know what? Before I get into another addiction like Copic, because that is, like she said, it's commitment. It really is.
Copic will have you addicted because I forgot about those blends on there. She just reminded me with those blends on there.
I tried Copics for the first time at the 2016 Periscope meetup, and I swear it was like a drug. The experience was very much like, ooh, I want this.
Is it spelled C-O-P-I?
After that little art right there, I might go back to Copic now because she got me thinking like, whoa.
They are refillable.
Yep.
Yeah.
And both of the tips can be replaced.
The tips can be replaced?
Yes.
Wow.
So when you wear one down, you can actually replace it.
So that's what you're paying for. You're paying for a reusable marker.
I didn't know Copic you could change the tips.
Oh yeah.
Same thing with their.
I did not know that either.
I've been throwing away my damn pens when they've been drying out.
Yeah, the same thing with the multi-liners. You can change out the tips and the ink.
Learn something new every day.
Oh, the more you know.
That is a big like wow for me right now. Y'all blew my mind.
Now we saving you money, so.
Yo, I can't believe that.
So when you spend like $300 on a 72, piece set for Copic, it is it's an investment, but at the same point, you're then turning around and buying, refillable things like this that you can refill one marker probably 30, 40 times. And these are only a fraction of what it is to buy the full marker again.
Right.
Huh.
That makes total sense.
Yep.
Oh, damn it, y'all. You're going to be investing some goddamn money. Y'all know the market. Yo, this is the crazy part, y'all, because I have fun because I do a lot of like fabric art too. I do a way of art. I do a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I love fabric art.
And so certain markers I play with, but I also do illustrations. So those Copic markers, I love the way they blend.
Yeah, I got some fabric markers that I really like.
And the markers that I used, because the fabric marker I used the Angelicus paints, the fabric paint.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have a whole bag. Look at this.
Where are you?
Of Copic.
Oh,
wow.
Sizes, they all Copic.
So you know what? I love that you're dedicating a broadcast to where you're trying out new things or just showing different stuff.
Yeah,
like this, like what we're talking about right now. Like she literally is doing that like on Wednesdays. Because you do so many multimedia things. I mean, I literally like when I was looking at that piece that you showed us with the brick. She's like, I'm grabbing stuff from here. I got some paper. I got this. I think throwing everything into it. Then
I try to plan things out, and when I plan things out, it never works, and I'm not happy with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather be happy and fun and enjoying the spontaneity.
I know a lot of multimedia artists. That's why they get into it because they like the spontaneity of like, let's try this. Oh, I can paint over that.
Man. It's fun. It's like you're creating a whole new thing, and then I just happened to, and I had this jar of latex like sitting in front of me, and I was going to use it. I got a bunch of stuff that people send me, but I never, tried it out. And it's just fun to just try it out. And I'm daring. I'm putting this in my real work that I have like commissions for and shit. I'm daring. I psych myself out. That's just when you get to a certain point in your art career.
That is daring. You get to a point where you're like, you know what, I'm just going to try it. Oh, yeah, it's a commission. Don't worry about it. I can do this. That's confidence, though. You get to a point, like I talk about like line confidence, but I never really talked much about media confidence. I kind of feel like I've reached that age too. Like obviously, I don't care if I fail. I don't care if it's like weird. I like trying new things. Like that's the fun of it. And for me,
yeah, but sometimes it's not even failing. It's just because as artists, we can cover stuff up if we really want to, guys. That.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just us that is hard on us, but other people be like, "Oh my God, that look great." Like, really? Do it? No. You know what I'm saying? So artists can really cover up their mistakes. So I just
we do. We know how to cover up stuff. We know how to fix it. I mean, that's why I love paint. Just paint over it. I guess it's like I'm at this point where I wasn't when I was younger, where like you get comfortable doing a certain thing because you get good at that, right? But then you can get stuck in that lane, and you're like, oh, I don't do oil painting because of XYZ. I mean, each media has its own thing that it has to have, like oil painting again needs to have a certain space, it needs time to dry, but like you just learn that as you go. And I'm literally like, hey, let's try this week, so definitely when you guys see I didn't even use any hashtags tonight for some strange reason, but I like to use the hashtag art challenge only because let's say this goes out into Instagram, it goes out into Twitter, it's kind of like a thing that's easy to find, So if you were to do hashtag HAPS, hashtag art challenge, you can find anybody doing the art challenge at any given time. So I kind of just encourage you. We've been doing a lot of them now. Anytime you want to do one, like I threw that one up. We don't have to have it for like next Saturday, but I definitely am challenging myself to do something like that. And I think it would be kind of interesting. So it's given me like a whole week to think about how I would do a metamorphosis. And yeah, maybe I'll have something on Saturday, but I think I've definitely.
I like to make patterns out of that. That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Pretty. That's
Is other than just a kind of a messy thing like this.
I like to make patterns out of that. That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it? It's like
Nice.
to kind of work with that. I haven't really done anything that is other than just a kind of a messy thing like this.
I like to make patterns out of that. That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it? It's really cool. And I use this. It's like a blue.
I like to make patterns out of that. That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it? It's really cool. And I use this. It's like a blue.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
And I still really need to kind of work with that. I haven't really done anything that is other than just a kind of a messy thing like this.
I like to make patterns out of that. That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it? It's really cool. And I use this. It's like a blue.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
And I still really need to kind of work with that. I haven't really done anything that is other than just a kind of a messy thing like this. I still
I like to make
haven't worked kind of, and it's kind of and just a. I still really need to kind of work with that. I haven't really done anything that I use this thing that is other than just a kind of a mess and just kind of a messy thing like this.
Oh.
It's pretty, isn't it? It's that I have really need to come is other than just and I that I have it's like
right there.
it's pretty, isn't it? It's really cool. And I use this just a kind of a messy thing like this.
A nice little pretty.
Oh, that's right.
It's like a blue that other than
Yeah, yeah.
it's really cool. And I use this it's like a blue
Oh, nice.
other than thing like this.
Yeah.
And I still really done anything that work with work with and I still really need to kind of
That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern right there.
it's pretty, isn't it? It's really cool. And like this. It's really that done. I haven't when I use pretty is it's like a really anything that is other than just a kind of a messy thing like this.
I like to make patterns out of that. That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it? It's really cool. And I use this it's like I use this when I use pretty, isn't it? It's really cool. And I use this it's like a blue.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
And I still really need to kind of work with that. I haven't really done anything that is other than isn't it? Just a kind of thing like this. It's pretty, isn't it? It's really cool. And I use this it's like a blue.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
And I still really need to kind of work with that. I haven't really done anything that
Nice.
thing like this. It's pretty. I use it. It's like a blue, isn't it? It's pretty, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
And I still really need to kind of work with that. I haven't really done anything that is other than just a kind of a messy thing like this.
I like to make patterns out of that. That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it? I still really need to kind of work with that. I haven't. It's really cool. And I use this it's like a blue.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
And I still really need to kind of work with that. I haven't really done anything that is other than just a kind of a messy thing like this.
That's a nice.
That is other than just a kind of a messy thing like this.
Pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yes.
I haven't really done anything that is other than just a kind of a messy, messy thing like this.
I like to make patterns out of that. That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yes.
It's really cool. And I use this thing like thing. I use this. It's like a blue.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
And I still it's like a work with that. I haven't really done anything that is other than just a kind of a messy thing like this.
I like to make patterns out of that. That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yes.
It's really cool. And I use this it's a kind of a
That's a nice pattern right
this.
there. That's
Is other than just a kind of a messy thing like this.
I like to make patterns out of that. That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it? It's than just. I still really need to kind of work with that. I haven't
Right, yeah.
done anything like that. It's really cool. And I use this. It's like a blue.
Oh, nice.
Kind of a mess with that. I haven't really done anything like that.
Patterns out of that. Patterns out of that. That's pretty. That's a nice little pattern.
It's pretty
Pattern right there.
It's pretty, isn't it? It's really cool. And I use this. It's like a blue.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
Yes.
Anything.
Patterns out of that.
Really done any.
That's a nice.
There it
I
goes.
don't know what's happening. But
That was a major
just
hiccup.
you guys, if you haven't followed Lindsay and Joseph, they also do a podcast together with a crew on YouTube called Pop X. Am I right about that?
Yeah, Pop X Cast. And
And
we
that's on
do-
Sundays.
It's a bi-weekly show on Sundays on YouTube, and actually this weekend is a show. We are going to be covering
Woohoo!
Invincible, which is the really horrible rendition of what I'm doing right now, and Jupiter's Legacy are the two shows we are discussing, and then we always do a retro rewind movie of the episode, and this week's show is Beetlejuice that we are revisiting and discussing.
Beetlejuice. Yeah, and I was just joking about that being Joseph Burke as the Hulk, but Joseph Burke showed us his man cave with
Oh,
his
Lord.
collection the other night.
It's
If you
magical.
guys want to see some collectible Hulk art, the man has
wow.
everything.
It has its own Instagram account. It's Comic Man Cave, I believe, is the handle. If you guys are curious,
So
it's
that's why
pretty
I was
impressive.
joking. I was joking that you should draw him as the Hulk. Like we should all just draw him as the Hulk.
he needs to be drawn as the Hulk, but I am not the artist to do that justice.
I think if we all did it, we could say, could you please put our art in your man cave? Just kidding. No. Joseph Burkhartz, we love you. I know you're probably going to watch the replay. Shout out and much love to you. We know you can't be here. But there are other times we can play. So, And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Hello from Los Angeles. Brett's been lurking all this time. Brett, you're awesome. But guys, I'm going to call it a night, and I'm gonna do this. So we saw all your stuff and things. You guys, if you're not following each other, yeah, stress relief. My superhero needs help. No, I just realized like I kind of slacked a little bit, but that's because I've got, like I said, I got this pain issue that I was dealing with. No
Awesome. Thanks,
excuses, but I definitely want to revisit this again myself this week. Draw some superheroes, do different things. Metamorphosis is the idea I have for the next art
I love
challenge.
that. That's fantastic.
And did you see that, Lindsay? I don't know if you
I
were here for
did.
the
I love the
demo.
little bee with the acorn. Absolutely.
Yeah, I like doing
really cool.
botanicals, so I thought that one bits, and then I like the whole sea thing, with the concept of I could even show these again. I just thought they were really cool. But like, get inspired. You don't have to do that. There's no requirement, like I said. But just come prepared. If you just want to come next Saturday into Straw, come hang out with me. I hope to maybe have a better superhero by then.
Oh.
So I just realized, like, you did it to yourself. I literally have been studying, like Jim Lee. I've been studying these different things. I should have had some like preliminary sketch ready to go, so it wasn't, because I know myself. I can't push buttons and talk and draw at the same time. Sometimes it's just a little too much. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all so much. One more time with everybody. Just to see your show and tell of your stuff. I feel like I want to find my Wonder Woman over here somewhere. See, this is the one I drew tonight. No, I'm just kidding. So guys, again, love y'all and have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Michelle.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Nice meeting everybody.
Yeah, glad you could be